Did you get a wind knot?
I think I got a fish. I think I got a fish. Ah, I got a fish! Ah! Ah! I am the conqueror of man and earth. Look at you, you fucking idiot. I got you. You're mine.
I'm the conqueror of man and earth. Go show the camera.
Look at you, you stupid piece of shit. You thought you could get away? Look at this.
I'm about the dead in 2 seconds. It's just a wind knot.
Look at this idiot asshole. Get out of my country. Can you help me get the hook out of this dumbass's mouth? Dumbass retrieved. Right, have a fun life, stupid. Now we got fish hand. Okay. Smelled it, smells like fish.
www.patreon.com/themodernapes. Look, you get 4 bonus episodes per month. We literally just put out the fishing vlog. I'm sure you just watched the intro to it. It's very fun. It's $4 a month. Hang out. And if you want to peel back the podcast, you want to figure out where Tristan said slurs and I've cried. Tristan, tell them what they win.
You win the Internal Affairs. It is a show that I host, and unfortunately, Daniel is the guest every week. So many conflicts, so many schedules. I swear to God, we almost got Matt Damon once, but he sneezed too hard, and it was too much for him. But join the $10 level. We have a very fun time. We talk about everything that's going on in our lives. Who's who and who.
Court dates, wedding dates, and all the above. Patreon.com/themodernapes podcast.
Yeah.
Hey, welcome back to another episode of the Modern Apes podcast. I'm your host, Daniel Bridge-Gadd. We're live from the ever-glorious Wits Studio. Wits Studio. Sitting to my right, as always, the Vampire King, King Possum, Lord Meerkat, King Candy Ass, it's Tristan Bowling.
Mushy mushy.
Yeah, here we go. Fresh off of Story Wars, by the way. Go check it out.
Check it out.
Yeah, and to my left, just out fucking gun calibering me today. It's fresh off his Don't Tell special. It's the one and only Jared Waters.
Hey, arigatou gozaimasu.
Hey.
Romante kudasai.
I forgot he actually knows Japanese.
When he
what?
said mushi mushi, I was like, what's up? We doing?
Yeah.
Oh, you can speak Japanese?
Yeah, man. I lived in Japan for like 3 years.
Doing what?
My dad, so I'm like a military brat, so I bounced
Okay.
around this whole world. So like I lived in Japan for 3 years. My dad was stationed out there. Then we lived in the Netherlands for 4 years. So I'm like internationally southern.
Damn, move around. But you retained the language. Were you speaking it when you came back to the States a lot?
Yeah. I mean, so when you out there partying and stuff, you gotta learn something. You gotta learn how to dance.
I gotta learn how to not.
You gotta know what yes means.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so all.
Yeah.
Wild.
So
You know what no means.
you know what no means.
Yeah.
And I remember, so a lot of the Japanese kids, they would like, they would not rent, but they would like, they had this program where like a Japanese teenager would come stay at like somebody's house and we would stay at their house.
Yeah.
And they would like party and show us around. So like we would teach them English, they would teach us Japanese.
They said a get fucked up exchange program?
It was kind of like that. So my boy's mom would always like adopt them, and then they would come over to the house, and then we would take them to like the teen center, introduce them like Southern music, and they would take us to Roppongi, and then they would just talk to like the craziest parties. So like every time we got in trouble, we used a Japanese dude to like translate for us, to get us out of it.
Yeah.
Because the trains stop at 1 a.m.
Oh, so you're like stranded if you're not on the...
So it starts and it stops and it begins at 5 a.m. So if you don't catch that train, you're just stuck partying until 5 a.m.
Whole, yes, you gotta find
And there's
somewhere
no
to be.
Ubers. It's 2005, 2004. No Ubers at all. So it's like you either stand up all night, you either gonna get a spanking by your parents, or you better use this Japanese translator
To figure out where the fuck
tell
you're
us-
trying to go.
tell us where we gotta go.
Como se dice, take me home. Yeah.
Holy shit, because where are you, if a black dude came up to you and said, where are you from? You're claiming
So-
Florida, right?
Yeah. So the thing is, like, Florida is like the longest state I ever lived.
Okay.
But I've lived like throughout the South, Virginia, Alabama, Mississippi. So we're like military brats. So we move around. So like when you're a military brat, like you claim whatever like your home is. So
Yeah.
my mom lives in Florida. We're like the only Florida waters. Like everyone else, my dad's from North Carolina, mom's from North Carolina, but when we moved down to Florida, we just stayed.
So you got the SEC basically.
Yeah, yeah.
You just got
so we SEC football, everything else. I went to East Carolina University, so that's like
the Pirates, right?
Pirates.
Yeah.
Chris Johnson.
Yeah.
I remember he was in college with us, and they asked him like, "What happens, Chris, if you don't make it to the NFL?" And he goes. He said he has Tourette's. He has like Tourette's, and he goes, "I reckon I'll be a sports announcer." And we're like, "What the?" We're like, "What the sports announcer?"
Yeah.
He ended up going on the rush for 2,000 yards and was like really good. The Titans running back.
He was the first one to run a 4.24, right? But we
Yeah.
seen him ran a 4.19 one time.
Really?
Yeah.
See, I have stories. I went to school with John Ross, so I have similar shit like that, where he like ran a 4.22, but you're like, we thought 4.1 was on the table for sure.
Yeah, he definitely did like that. He's from Orlando, Florida. But I remember like, you play ball, like we're walking on, and I remember that process, and I remember just like him just super fast and just moving, and like that dog, I could have swore he wanted to be like Young Money, Cash Money, because all he talked about was like Lil Wayne.
Yeah, well that was
this is like the Drought 2 was big.
Yeah.
Young Moolah, baby?
Yeah, he loved. I remember he loved Lil Wayne.
That was big. Well, did you play ball over there?
So like I walked on like towards the spring, I made it to the fall, and then after that they're like, you got to cancel all your classes, and I was like, all right, this ain't for me.
Yeah.
So like, I remember like the walk on, like trying out, and I made it to the end, and they talked to me, and then I was like, I can't do no 12 hours. I can't.
Those tryouts are fucking intense.
No, it's brutal. I remember spring practice. It was like 200 people trying out. Then by the end, it was 30 people. And I remember the first day, 80 people walked off the field.
Were they like just doing condition?
Breaking people. I remember them just breaking people, just like, if you want to quit yourself. And then I just saw people just literally leaving. Then I was like, dang. Then I looked up after like day 15, and I was like, dang, there's only 25 of us here.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then it dwindled down to like 10. So it was like me and like a couple other dudes, and I remember everybody just breaking down.
Then if you actually make the team, it doesn't get any better either. Especially that, like the way walk-ons get treated is almost second-class citizens.
We had to pick up every time walk-ons. We pick up all the stuff.
Yeah.
Don't y'all got like water people to do this?
Yeah, like we do, but we pay them.
It's crazy to see like 75 people leave, and then they're like, all right, now the hard work starts. And you're like, what?
What?
Dude, it was like showing me just like pure will. Because I remember this dude just like within 30 minutes quit.
Yeah.
We did like maybe like 600s back and forth, down and back. He throws up. He's like, get your fat anus off the field.
He starts crying.
Fat anus?
He said the real word.
Get your fat ass off the field.
Yeah.
Man.
And he's sitting there like this. And they're like, this guy, he was all state or whatever he was.
Yeah.
He's crying. He walks off the field. And then by the end, I literally saw like 75 people. But my cousin, his name is Richard Kuntz. He played for the Steelers. And he trained me, like, he goes, you gonna walk on? I goes, yeah. So he like beat me up for like 4 months. He would like maybe pull the leg, we'd go on campus. He goes, you think you can make the team? And he let me push everything, through everything. So when I got there, I was like kind of ready.
Yeah, that shit is some people who have not gotten physically and verbally assaulted at the college level, it's like that gives you life skills. It's like sometimes we do comedy where it's weirdly enough the people who get offended the easiest doing the thing that like causes the most offensive whatever, and it's like you pussies wouldn't last 3 seconds. There's gonna be a 300-pound bald man calling you every name in the book. You're 19. You've been away from home for 6 hours.
He's been getting up at 6 o'clock in the morning, and then I remember his name was Rick Smith. He was like the coach of the DBs, so they threw me with DBs. And he goes, all right, tomorrow you guys got a day off. And I was like, oh, thank God. But I left something, so I went up to practice, and he looked at me. He goes, you're here to train? As I thought we had the day off. And he goes, even when it's not required, it's required.
It's required. We would have stuff where it's non-mandatory.
He broke me down too, man. He made me feel like, and he's like, yeah.
God,
and I was sitting, I was like, can't even pick up a notebook.
Yeah, you're like,
I can't even pick up a notebook. And he goes, do you really want it? Do you look at yourself? And
Yes, I really want my notebook, sir.
He kept calling me Rivers. I was in a meeting and I fell asleep in a meeting. It's like, somebody wake up Rivers. And they go, Waters. And then I just like start riffing. I was like, Ocean, Creek,
Passway, the Black Sea,
Lake, Little Bay. Yeah. And then he busts out laughing, and they're like, oh, this Waters is funny. So like that was like the moment where I was like, man, I got to do stand-up, man. Because these boys really... It's not for me. I just had to prove it to myself. I was like, "Yo, everything I did in the Netherlands and Japan, this was real football." I was like, "I got to prove to myself that I can make it." So,
wait, were you playing overseas football?
Yeah, we played like Japanese pro teams. We played against them. So we had like all these Americans, like these big buff Everybody's from Louisiana, Texas, Florida, Georgia. So it was like all these football teams, and we would play against Japanese pro teams.
Was it like?
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. One time them boys beat us. They beat us like we stole something. One time because in Japan you have to master one sport.
Mm-hmm.
So like if you're gonna be at baseball, you're gonna be the greatest baseball player.
Oh yeah.
So, we stopped playing high school teams. We were beating the F out of them. Then we played like a Japanese pro team, and them boys were cracking back on us. Everything else, and we just.
I have a boy who plays in Japan right now.
Serious,
The type of guy that you got to be 26 and playing grown. Dude, it's like I had that opportunity. I got a couple boys that do it now. It's like if you're cracking your head in Italy for, baguettes basically or whatever the fuck.
Well, back in the day, they had the NFL Europe League. So that was like pretty much a second.
They have that now.
Still do? Like the Rocks League.
It's just week 2 all the way to week 17. They play in London and fucking all over the place for no reason.
Dog, I was sitting there like, man, these Japanese boys were beating. They were talking trash too. Like they were talking trash in Japanese. Yeah, they were. They were just saying. Well, they're saying like black stuff. Like they're like, yeah. They were doing.
No.
Yes, they did.
That's crazy.
They're like, yeah. They were quoting Little John. They were talking trash us the whole time because we would smack all of them. And then one time, like we played like a really good the international pro team, and these boys beat us, and they kept going, yeah. And they're like, okay.
That is I guess you don't think about the reverse because over here at that like level, you go cool niche, but over there they're like, yeah, what?
They were talking.
Yeah.
They were talking to early 2000s. They were talking trash to us.
Dude, as soon as Chappelle Show hit Japan, it was over.
They're snapping. They're like doing snaps.
You get fucking tackled. They're like, a game of blouses.
Oh, Ashi Levy.
That's great.
They were talking so much trash to us. And then in the Netherlands, it was just like all American kids.
Yeah.
So it was just like they had big bases versus small bases. Then we had like these international kids on our team. And we were like, these kids were like about to go pro in soccer. So we would convince them to play football. Like, you ever been like a punter?
Yeah. You ever wanted to be cool?
A punt? They didn't know anything.
Yeah.
So we'd like I remember in high school, some kid kicked a 64-yard field goal. I was like, what the frick? How's
Some
he
small
doing?
Netherlands kid? Just
Some Dutch kid. His name was Mike Kincaid. He was like he was a soccer player.
I just imagine
and they
him
convinced
wearing
him.
like fucking
He did, yeah.
overalls and holding a big lollipop. His bowl haircut.
clogs just sending shit.
Freaking
Yeah.
little. He had these little pads. It was like nobody's hitting him.
Yeah.
But he would like run out there trying to hit somebody.
I think that's the one place you can be a foreign play. We had an Australian punter when I was at Washington. He was like 30 years old because they like have to go through a whole process before they get over there. Just a grown man kind of with like full receding hairline, like grown man like angst towards the world. We're all like young. We're like 18 to 22. We're
He's
just
just chain smoking
Yeah.
on the bench.
Dog, every dude thinks they could still play football. I remember my coaches couldn't put on the pads, and then is like going home, and his wife goes, "I told you football's over, okay? Take the pads off." And we were hitting him for real too. He's like 270 pounds trying to be a fullback. I'm like, dog, man, it's over, man.
You're not wrong.
Everybody still wants to play football.
The amount of like mid 30s to 40-year-olds grown men that I've seen wear cleats to coach 7U football.
Yeah.
Wait, there was a football show called Friday Night Tykes. You ever heard of that show?
Yeah, it was
But these little kids,
It was great.
These
It was
little
awesome.
7-year-olds playing football, and the moms were worse than the dads. The mom would be all like, Pop said you weren't going hard at practice, so I'm taking ice cream away. You can't have ice cream tonight. That show was amazing. I love that show.
I lived that show. I would get in trouble for not playing well on like little kid stuff. And my dad was the coach. We'd have like silent car rides, and Xbox cords would go missing, and it was crazy. It was nuts.
It's honestly crazy that coach dads and dance moms
The exact
are
same thing.
the exact same thing.
I'm not gonna lie, Dance Mom was a good show. When I was fresh out of college, I didn't have a job. I was sitting there watching Dance Moms, and I was like, I got to get my life together.
You saw
figured
JoJo
this out.
Siwa?
I saw Abby Miller yelling at these kids.
Yeah.
And after like 2 episodes, I couldn't stop watching. I was like, all right, I'm done.
I got to figure my life out. Also,
I gotta get my life together.
if these 6-year-olds don't figure out this fucking hip hop routine, this lady's gonna lose it.
I was cheering for the only black girl. I was like, come on, girl, I know you can do it, man.
Yeah.
That ain't bad. All right, well, let's
The
get
stories
in,
today that we're talking about, being you from Florida, are the Florida Person
All
Chronicles.
the Florida mans, yeah.
Yeah, the Florida men, the Florida women, the Florida people.
Fact.
I was born in Florida as well.
He's the opposite end of what I would imagine military Florida is. He's Disneyland or Disney World Florida.
Oh, you like going there?
Yeah. Well, the thing is,
I used to work there, dog.
I know. So did my parents.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
where they met.
Oh, that's how I met my wife, yeah.
Yeah.
I rescind
if you have
my
a son,
last
it'll be
10
me.
seconds.
My son is stand-up comedy.
Yeah.
Both of my parents were goofy enthusiasts. You're like, what? Wait,
Nah.
you met your lady there?
I met my lady there. So they got this thing called Disney World Jail. So like when you first do the company,
That's where my dad would take people. He was undercover security at Disney World.
no, for real. It's like you go to a SunTrust bank and they fire you there. You can't be fired on property. So like I was on the ferry boats, like tying the boats up. And one time I tied the boat up, but I thought I left a knot loose and the boat started drifting like this. But nobody can tell unless you know about boats. And one of these dudes on the boats, I told him, and he went back and snitched on me. And then next, I got a phone call. They're like, hey man, you've been suspended from the company. You have to go do a trial. I had to go write a statement and stuff. And I was like, as a young trans black person, I don't know. I was a mistake my whole life. I used every minority thing possible.
Yeah.
And then they put me in like, the jail is whatever you do on your application, whatever you don't do, that's the jail. Because they want you to quit on your own. So my thing is like, I don't want to do food service, and they put me at Cosmic Ray's, the busiest restaurant at Disney
Cosmic
World.
Ray's fucking is brutal, dude.
Dog, I was freaking dropping 100 freaking burgers. It was me, and because they thought I was Haitian, so they put me back there with all the Haitians. So I was back there with the Haitians and the Dominicans back there, and my wife was in the front. They put all the pretty people in the front of the restaurant.
Yeah.
And that's when I slid in them yams. Yeah.
Pick from the front of the house.
In front of the keyboard playing dinosaur.
Yes. Oh my freaking God. That thing, I remember the songs it played. That thing would haunt me. I'd be there till like 3 o'clock in the morning cleaning that grill.
They don't turn it off?
No, it never turns off.
What?
Never.
What?
No, I kid
That's
you not.
ominous.
It never turns off. It's 24 hours. Even when the lights go off, it still makes noise.
That's freaky as fuck, low
Yeah,
key.
that
That's
thing.
scary as hell.
It's Five Nights at Freddy's, bro.
Yeah, what?
That thing never stopped. That's like that's called Bay 1 right there.
Damn, and how did
Yeah, it's
know,
like
the
Bay
Bay-
1 has like the burgers, Bay 2 has like the chicken, and then Bay 3 has like the salads
The
type.
salads and sandwiches.
what's a
Yeah.
cheeseburger going for?
Probably $7 or something. But the thing about Disney World is too, like it's a magical place. So like even if someone's lying, you have to make their day good. I watched this dude freaking eat half a burger. He ate half his food and just dropped it on the floor. And then we had to replace everything, like $100 worth of food, and give it back to him again.
And because that's company policy. And you saw him
Because it has
just,
to be like a magical day. I'm talking about Brazilians don't respect people that work at like theme parks. And I remember this lady was
Dude,
talking.
people from Brazil, my parents have told me, are monsters at Disney.
I don't know what it is, but they don't respect like theme parks. This Brazilian dude goes like, this applesauce isn't cold, and threw it right inside one of my coworkers' face.
and you know he knows 4 different arm triangles, so you're not
Like this.
saying
He's
nothing.
like, have a magical day.
Yeah.
And I went in the back.
Mr. Gracie, this really is not needed, but thank you. Was it Jose? Jose Gracie?
Which one was it?
I went in the back. And the thing about it too, like because my lady's from Belize, so I was telling her, I was like, you were in the South. I was like, even though Disney, you think it's like that, it's the South. So you will see these old black people like kids, because when you're at Disney World, you're stressed out because you're paying all this money.
Yeah.
It's freaking hot in the summer, and these kids are acting up. So I remember this kid was screaming like, ah, and this grandma walks into Casa Reyes like, you know where your bathroom is, baby? And she took off her belt and starts beating this kid. He goes,
Yeah.
He's just spanking him. And he goes, straighten up right now. Now you can get on a ride. So
Yeah.
it's just beating kids.
Damn.
Magically, though.
Dude, whooping someone's ass and then telling them to sit down is so crazy.
Straighten up. Dog, I've been beat in so many bathrooms before.
Mm-hmm.
One time I was at a Catholic school, and I don't know what religion. They put me in a Catholic school, and they called my grandma one time. I was like, whatever you do, don't call my grandma. They called her. My grandma beat me in front of the whole school in the bathroom, and then like left the belt on the counter and go show it to him if he acts up again.
Jesus.
Damn,
But
dude.
I'm from like that deep south where like they getting beat at gas stations, and my they didn't play no games.
Your grandma like beat you and then cut a wrestling promo. She's like, and there's the belt if his candy ass wants it. You're like, all right.
Dude, my dad told me about my grandma when she was growing up. They had the switch,
Yeah.
which
Yeah.
is But the thing is, my grandma would do something maniacal. She would go out and she would like go into the backyard and pick the switch you want to get your ass beaten with, and whatever you picked, she would go into the drawer and just pick her switch.
It's like, it didn't matter, idiot.
I like what you picked out, but
yeah, but old reliable is coming, making another like got duct tape around the handle and
Jesus.
shit.
I never
you didn't
got
get beat as a child.
My dad spanked me once, and then we kind of looked at each other. We're like, "What are we doing here?"
What are we doing? You see what I'm talking about?
What are we doing?
This is what I'm talking about. Xbox cables, wooden spoons, switches, whatever was available.
One time my dad beat my ass in Halo, and I like smacked his arm, and he grabbed my arm really hard. He was like, "Don't do that." I'm like, "Dude, you just grabbed me." And he's like, "Where does it hurt?" I'm like, "Right here." He's like, "I did it on the other arm." And I'm like, okay, which honestly he didn't. He just mind fucked me. And then we started laughing and we went to Wendy's.
You guys just had like a second wife almost get divorced, like police altercation. She's like, you hit me. You're like, where? She's like, right here. You're like, it's the other side.
Who at the precinct's gonna believe you, huh?
Who was more strict, mom or dad?
Do you know what? I feel like both were on HOV. Just in the HOV lane, both on cruise control. I feel like my mom was a little bit more strict than my dad for sure, though. It was always like me going through, like my dad just being like, this bitch is crazy.
You're mixed, so who was...
My mom was Hitler and my dad was the SS, to put it.
Yeah.
Like my mom had the visions and my dad, executed.
He was just following
plan.
orders.
Yeah.
Well, when comics kept making jokes about like black kids get beat, white kids get beat, I was like, that wasn't where I'm from, because I remember down south, these white kids were getting spankings for real.
Yeah,
I remember I would hear them getting spanked and getting beat, and then after that, I was like, no, white kids were getting beat up all the time.
Yeah, my mom's a white Jewish lady who plays zero fucking games. However you say no foolishness in fucking Yiddish, she's not. She's not about.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was good. If you got the hand, you had to eventually pretend that didn't hurt. But then there was a point where it's
I'm just trying to imagine a Yiddish situation where she would say, "I don't need this foolishness." Is it like
Slicha!
Yeah. Tyler Perry presents Hanukkah?
I mean, you're not. It's
no foolishness. Play it.
Yeah, can I hear that?
Kien narchushin.
Kien
is yes.
Kien ner shaitin. Oh,
Low
Jesus
is me no.
Christo.
I love it how Google is like, I'm not even going to try.
Yeah, you're like, what? I think that gets us on a list somewhere if I say this. Yeah, but basically my mom was...
means yes.
Yeah, my mom was kosher, no foolishness.
Kosher, no foolishness.
Zero
She spoke
kosher, no
Yiddish.
foolishness. She was like she was the bad girl of the Jewish family. Yeah, real. She didn't marry a Jewish guy, and that was it.
She married a black man.
No, she didn't marry that guy.
She said, slow down now.
Yeah.
We're not stomping on any glasses right now.
That was her. That was just her 32-year-old boss when she was 19. She
Jesus Christ.
she ended up marrying a short white man named Waylon. That's how she.
Your dad was 32 and she was 19.
Yeah.
What type of job? Y'all probably talked about this on the podcast. This is my first time.
No,
Honestly, patreon.com/the Modern Apes. But on here for the first time, my mom worked, it was a sales, which is weird because I essentially, huh?
Was it
No, she worked
Target is where
worked-
the bosses be close to each other.
I was about to say Target. I feel like
Walmart.
She worked in like basically like telemarketing, which is essentially now I'm the manager at I'm essentially have my dad's job currently, and
So you're looking for a 19-year-old.
Yeah.
fuck man, yeah. No.
Some 19-year-old floozy's gonna come through.
But basically, my dad was like the middle management, and there was a 19. Mom was like an office manager, like still worrying about where she's going to spring break at. And he goes, "Where are?" Yeah.
They tell the story publicly.
Yeah.
Where are we going to spring break at? And he
It's
goes,
real, like, the Office style relationship.
Had a fling, and then you were the result.
yeah. And then she's like, "Huh?" And he's like, "No, come on." And then got out of there.
So you're your mom's oldest kid.
And then I have
Dad's oldest as well, or no?
no. He had two already, with a white lady named Lori. Same situation. I think she was like a year older than my mom. And then.
Dad's got a type.
This is why I'm resetting the cycle. I married a white lady with a good credit score and inheritable wealth.
like his daddy.
As soon as you see that kid, though.
But I married her.
What's your kid? I seen your kid before.
No, I don't have a kid yet, but it'll look like
you
Clay
said so.
Thompson.
No,
We're not
I'm
missing-
saying as soon as he sees his kid, he's going to go full into his father's. Yeah. I don't know what's going on with me, but I must be an Uber in Southern California.
That's the
You're
weird
just
part
like
is
Pawpaw.
I had a friend one time getting an Uber, and it was my biological dad. I don't talk to this fool. Like when he saw me on ESPN one time when I was 18 and wrote me a letter. It was like, basically Bobby Boucher, like, I'm your daddy, boy.
Your
like,
daddy, Bobby.
Yeah, pretty much.
You got to hit them footballs.
Yeah. And then, that didn't whatever. And then like 3 or 4 years later, one of my buddies is like, dude, this guy looks just like you, just like you. And then driving Uber. And I sent a picture to my mom because we were still talking at the time. And then she sends me a picture. She's like, I'm pretty sure your dad. I was like, damn, man, that's disheartening.
That's wild.
Leave him 5 stars for the family.
Yeah.
For the fam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Holy tits. But yeah, now it's nice. I have a nice white family.
So you don't got no connection with the black folks in your family?
No, I mean my dad's best friend. So here's where it comes full circle, right? This is how trash bag it is. What I call my dad, his name's Waylon, 5'6" white dude from Regina, New Mexico. His friend group, all black guys.
Okay.
His nickname he has it tattooed on him was LBD, little bitty dog, and he hung out with Yeah, man, this is the level of trash
It's
that I
cute
come
over
from.
Also,
Little bitty dog.
we talked about it on the Patreon. And we'll
Little
get off-
bitty dog.
Little bitty dog. That's not even the top of it. You haven't even heard about the Nines, which is an illustrious club.
My black uncles, which are my dad's friends that I call my uncles, have like a black socialite club of, older, like 45, 50-year-old gentlemen that wear expensive hats and smoke cigars.
I've never seen a peacock feather in a hat before his uncle showed up to his wedding.
Pico, that's awesome.
It's like-
yeah.
Dude, he had a carry-on hat like a Hasidic Jew.
He has a hat,
And
yeah.
yeah. My granddad had it. Yeah.
Right? That's what
Yeah.
It's pimp shit.
Yeah, I got all them little old hats like that.
It's
from my
great.
grandpa.
It's so tight. I imagine you like hit the brim and it sounds like someone sharpening a sword.
That's exact, and that's how he wants it as well. There's so many.
Player, what's up,
Yeah,
players?
still put starch on his pants.
Oh, dude.
Yeah,
Y'all got some interesting lives.
creases.
Yeah, man, y'all got to bring this to get this off the Patreon, bring it to the real Ron.
Dude, his mom
Y'all
cannot
got
stop
some-
fighting his sister.
Y'all
It's
got,
crazy.
y'all got some interesting lives, man.
Yeah, we'll leave it at that. My mom and sister got into a fight at Country Thunder this year.
It's like literally like Rampage Jackson and his son Raja.
Oh my god.
Like, it's literally they're sitting there at Country
That
Thunder.
is
He's
the
like, "Why are you
best
looking at me like that?" And they take the mic off and start rumbling.
I ain't fucked any old bitches.
Yeah. You know my son's a vegan?
Then one goes, "This is my Japanese son."
From the Pride
This
days.
is a Japanese son.
Or was it Glory or Pride that he fought it before?
I think it was a pride
Pride?
fighter.
Yeah.
From the Pride days.
But what I'm talking about today,
Yeah.
Some Florida war.
I know. No, we can divulge from Daniel trash and go into Florida trash.
Yeah.
do it.
But he doesn't start out at Florida
It's a
trash.
good episode to talk about.
Have you ever heard of the name Lisa Nowak?
I have not.
Okay, so she,
Famous painter?
born in Washington, D.C.,
All right.
Nowak graduated from the United States Naval Academy in Annapolis, Maryland in 1985. She was assigned as a VAQ 34 at Naval Air Station in Point Mugu. Mugu?
Magoo.
Magoo? Is it Magoo?
I think it might be that, yeah.
That is like Mr.?
Like Mr. Magoo?
Like Mr. Magoo? What an unfortunate name to name a naval air station. All right, so she flew a Crossair there in a Sky Warrior. She earned the Master of Science degree in Aeronautical Engineering and had a degree in Aeronautical and Astronautical Engineering from the Naval Postgrad School in
So she was a smart
Monterey,
lady, is what you're
California.
saying.
Yeah, so basically all this work that
All
she's
this to
done-
say, she stripped for 2 years in between this and when she started thriving. I don't know what to tell you. About
No,
it.
she's always been a smart cookie.
Okay. You can be
what-
smart and strip? Is that what you're saying?
Correct. And so basically, during her Navy career, she logged over 1,500 hours in more than 30 aircraft and was awarded Defensive Meritorious Service Medal and the Naval Commendation Medal and the Navy Achievement Medal. So she was a bad bitch, and she didn't stop at the Navy.
Okay, so she was like a level 10.
NASA.
Yeah.
She went to NASA, right?
Yep.
Now I know where it's going.
That's over
Yep.
there?
That's usually how the progression goes.
Okay.
Yeah, you're a badass in the Navy, and then you're like, get me out of the sky, put me into fucking space.
Yep.
So on June 15th, 1995, NASA announced, there's that bitch.
She looks like a teacher.
She died, right?
No, she's still alive.
Okay.
NASA announced that it was selecting a new group of astronauts as a naval officer. Nowak.
Sorry, Jerry's voice is great. He goes, she got smoked, yeah?
This isn't.
I thought you were. You know where I was
I
going
thought
with?
you- yeah,
Yeah. That was
it's
like.
not that.
I was like, oh, he's about to bring us there. Okay.
No, I'm not doing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you talking about that explosion that a bunch of hacks do bits about?
No, well, I thought he was like.
I have a good bit about it.
I was like, this is about Apollo 12 or Apollo
Yeah.
13. I thought that's where you were going. I was like, all right, this chick's about to get died or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is not about the shuttle explosion.
Okay.
But this did delay her in her NASA experience. So NASA received over 2,400 applications in the early 1996s. Nowak was informed that she was one of the 150 finalists deemed highly qualified, and she asked to report to Johnson Space Center for a week of orientation interviews and medical
Is that in
evaluation.
South Florida?
I'm not sure.
Something got to be in South Florida.
No, that's Jacksonville.
Jackson.
What do you say, Jacksonville? Like
It's got to
that?
be like Jacksonville or it's just NASA. It's got to be like Titusville.
Does NASA have its own, like how Disney basically is a city? Does NASA have its
I
own?
remember my brother used to go to them NASA camps And like
Yeah, the space camps there are super big in Florida.
Like really big. My brother used to go to those things.
I don't want to go to the space camp so bad.
They bring adults up there too. Don't they like let you float in the air and stuff? They do all that stuff.
That's way
That's
better.
an hour and a half out of a 5-day excursion where most of it is you're sitting in a classroom learning about physics and you're just like, I want to eat dehydrated stuff.
Yeah, what?
Okay, yeah.
We don't have that at all. In Arizona, we just have the science center where you get to see fucking skin peeled off people. It's not good.
There's one in Florida too.
Yeah,
Find the one in Florida. There's one in there's a space center in Florida where people come to go. I don't think it's Johnson. I think it's JFK something.
Yeah, Kennedy Space Center. Damn, they do launches and stuff?
What city is it in? Is it
Merritt
yeah,
Island.
it's like out there. I remember my brother used to go there a lot.
Is that where...
Is that out of the Keys? Or is that
Like,
higher up?
It's in the middle. It's like
it's in the
close to
middle.
Orlando near like Titusville.
Is that where SpaceX launches too?
Actually, no, it's not. It's on the opposite. Yeah, Titusville. Yeah. Because I remember we went to go see my cousins and we dropped my brother off there.
Oh, shout out Kissimmee. That's where I was fucking hanging out.
Semi, so it's like on the other side of Florida, but yeah, near
Okay.
Titusville.
I've only been there. I've been to Florida twice for the Pop Warner Championships.
Championships.
Not the
You didn't go
brag.
for Daytona. You didn't go to spring break out there.
No, it wasn't cool. We had a football stuff during spring break, but
Hey,
I
man,
wasn't.
You what camera I looking at? if you beneath 25, go to Daytona Beach. That'll be the best $30 you spend in your life.
It's like that.
It's like Miami, but cheaper. I remember, dog, Daytona Beach was just wild, man. I remember we went there twice for spring break. One time it was a Daytona 500, and it was
No, I am a NASCAR man. Big
bike,
NASCAR
and it was
man.
bike week, and it was spring break. So you just see all these hot chicks were rattling around these old motorcycle heads.
Yep.
And
Oh,
you're
yeah.
in the club with some motorcycle chicks. I remember this little 50-year-old walked up to me. She said, "Hey, sugar," and I said, "What's your name?" Her husband walked up and goes, "Your worst freaking nightmare, Bubba."
Yes, it is.
I was
Yep.
like, I was like, "Whoa, where did he come from?"
Yep.
Yeah.
Spawned out of nowhere. But
Always out of nowhere. Where I'm sure she walked in, tits 2 seconds before her face got there. And
well, she had like they had like all these old biker jackets or
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
but if you want to go to Black Bike, when you go to Myrtle Beach, that's a lot
Really?
of ham, son. That's a lot of yams out there.
that's my. It's been
Your goal, you need to go out there.
to Black fucking Bike Week.
Black
Oh
Bike
my
Week.
I
god.
don't know what to do.
I think both of y'all should do a podcast out
No,
there.
oh my
it's
god.
wild.
An
It's
adventure? Another
Me and
Myrtle
Tristan are
Beach.
live right
Look,
here at Black Bike
Myrtle
Week.
Beach, Black Bike Week.
The camera turns and shows
that-
you've been
oh,
upside
Oh, that
down.
man is black as the day is long.
No, but that guy's wife is 32 and a half with huge tits.
Do Black Bike Week. So there's like the regular Bike Week, then there's a Black Bike Week, and it's like that. It's yams everywhere.
That's way better. No, that's way better.
like this.
That
It's
is-
like that.
Oh yeah,
And
that's
then-
tight.
Then randomly, you'll just start seeing people do like the Cupid shuffle on the ground.
This
and they
looks
start
like-
doing like line dances and
Yeah.
picking them up. And I remember my little cousin like, cover your eyes. I was like,
Yeah.
I want to see this.
I wanna
He's
see.
got
Yeah.
Big butts everywhere.
But they're shaking ass.
yeah.
This looks like GTA 6.
No, it's like that too. Black
Florida
Holy
is
hell.
truly a beautiful place.
Yeah, no, it's
South Carolina.
Oh, that's out.
That's
So-
Myrtle Beach.
Oh, Myrtle Beach. Oh, okay.
Kenny Bowers, baby.
Oh.
Eastbound down. Yeah.
I watched that series from front to back, even the shitty last
a great
sportscast season.
Wait. So are you gonna? Did you finish the story?
No.
Oh, okay.
Finish that
You
shit.
motherfucker was talking
Yeah.
about a girl who went to the space camp.
Oh, okay. Go.
She went. She was one of.
She went to space
She was
camp.
one of the ones selected, and that's it. Good news.
Good night.
No more.
Yeah.
Okay, go.
Yeah. No. Okay. Thank you.
My bad, my bad.
And
My show.
yeah. Keep going. Nowak and her family moved to Texas and built a house in Clear Lake City. Her husband, another naval flight officer, left active duty in 1998, the year I was born, but continued to fly in the United States Naval Service. He found a job as a space communications contractor with Barrios Technology, an aerospace company, and worked at the Johnson Space Center as a flight controller at Mission Control.
All right, so this dude was pulling ass left and right, is what you're telling me.
Yeah, so after, the whole what was it? Was it Columbia? What was the Space Shuttle Columbia disaster in February 2003. She was initially selected to be on a mission in November of 2003, but that put the kibosh on a lot of things because they're like, hey, something's going on, we just killed a teacher.
Well, they probably.
We just killed the teacher. We just killed the teacher.
Yeah.
Well, they probably only had so many women astronauts too at that time. So, like, look, if we get you killed, that's 34% of all the ladies that we got that could fly in a spaceship right now. So we got to figure out what the fuck's going on.
So in January 2004, Nowak participated in an 11-day cold weather survival training course in Canada with fellow NASA astronauts Dominic Antonelli and William O'Phelion, which keep that name in mind.
William O'Phelion?
William
Like
Ophelia.
a Shakespeare character.
He's going to start Ophelia some other people, man.
He gets gropey?
No. Consensually gropey.
Oh, that's fine.
So, Swedish astronaut and another Russian cosmonaut with another Canadian astronaut. They're all over there in Canada.
Okay.
So, the course commenced on January 19th and included 4 days of instruction with the Canadian Armed Forces. They were then dropped off in the wilderness of northern Quebec and had to make their way back on foot. Whoa. There, the lady... And William got very close.
Right? Okay, so started
getting a little close. But
started fucking old Ophelian, huh?
Yeah, so, Ophelian powers. They were then dropped off in the wilderness in northern Quebec. They covered 20 kilometers in 11 days, 12 miles in 11 days.
All this to go into space?
Yes.
Why?
Because you don't know when you're going to have to walk 12 miles in 11 days in space.
If you're outside of the fucking Pringles can in space, you're dead. You know, like, why are we training like Navy SEALs? What's happening?
Because you got to be, like, physically fit and, like, adapt and be able to, like, resolve.
Gravity, yeah.
Yeah. So Nowak had worked together with Ophelian, who had been selected as an astronaut in the class of 1998 with her, when they were both stationed at the Pawtucket River in 1995. Now, Nowak and Ophelian returned to Houston. They began an extramarital affair.
Okay.
Saucy.
I mean, how do you...
I mean, they're going to be on space together. I get it, you know.
I mean, where else would it be good to fuck? On a space? First off, I feel like you would have to adapt to that because you would get one hump in and send her across the room because there's no gravity if you're not holding on to her.
Fantastic.
You know, some guys go to Thailand and they're like, it doesn't count. I'm in a different country. But if you leave...
I'm outside of Earth's orbit.
It counts out there.
Yeah, what? There's no gravity up here. I'm fine. Come floats. It's cool.
So, as serving as Navy's officers, they would have been charged with conduct unbecoming of an officer and a gentleman, including adultery and under the Uniform Code of Military Justice. So, Ophelian's wife filed for divorce in 2005, and after discovering emails between him and Nowak.
All right, so she broke up with the astronaut and said, fine, you fuck him now.
Yeah, so their divorce was finalized in May 2005. Ophelian moved into a small apartment, Mr. William, to which he gave Nowak a key. She left personal effects there, and she soon became familiar sight to other residents.
So she moved in.
Yeah, she basically moved in. So what happens next is not very cool. So Nowak's marriage, as she was... actively cheating on her husband and her family that was still living in Houston.
Her husband didn't figure it out yet, but his did. And
They're military.
But the wife didn't call. Wow, that's respectable.
It's like 2007. So if you don't have someone's phone number,
you
really just don't have someone.
You can't get them. No, that makes sense.
So Nowak's marriage failed. No shit. And she separated from Richard in 2007. Her relationship with Oliphant William was also cooling down, although she continued to call him almost every day. In late 2006, Oliphant began a relationship with the U.S. Air Force Captain Colleen Shipman, who worked as an engineer with the 41st...
I mean, is this lady going on a fucking killing spree or something at some point? Did she air out a NASA training center like Anakin in episode 3? What happens?
No, but it's pretty silly.
All right.
So Oliphant informed Nowak about Shipman in January. He thought Nowak took it well. I don't think she did, based off of the rest of the story, and that they would, that they would remain friends. Because you know that's something you do.
No,
you're like fucking a lady. She has a key to your apartment, and you're just like, hey, I just want to let you know. I know you always want me to be happy. I just found a way better bitch, and I'm the happiest I've ever been. Aren't you happy?
Yeah.
Aren't you happy?
Isn't this what you meant?
No.
So he thought Nowak took it well, and that they could remain friends. They continued to train for the MS 150, a charity bike race, but Shipman became uncomfortable with Nowak's bicycle being kept at Oliphant's pace. She asked him to have Nowak removed.
That's a thick fucking guy.
That looks like Ben Stiller a little bit, mixed with Lou Ferrigno.
Yeah.
Yeah. A beautiful combination of the two.
She looks like if Gwyneth Paltrow got addicted to smack. No good.
He looks Frankenstein.
Yeah, he kind of does.
Herman Munster head.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this section of the article is called The Altercation.
All right. The incident.
The altercation.
He fucking Hulk smacked this toothpick. It's not good.
Yeah, on February 4, 2007, Nowak packed latex gloves, a black wig, a BB pistol and ammunition, pepper spray, a hooded tan trench coat, a drill hammer, black gloves, an 8-inch Gerber folding knife.
When you say a BB pistol, you mean like a pellet gun?
Yeah.
It will be okay. So not a real weapon, but like
like a black metal gun-shaped weapon.
I'm gonna fool people weapon.
Yeah.
Pulled out the hammer.
Yeah, quite literally pull out the hammer on him. So, in a folding knife and other items, she drove her husband's car 900 miles from Houston, Texas to Orlando, Florida to confront shipment. Fun fact about this, she did it in record time because she was using NASA-grade diapers. And I'm not lying.
So she drove basically, 900 miles? She stopped 15 hours and shit herself the whole way?
She stopped 2 times.
Yeah, for gas.
Yeah, for gas and to release the diaper.
All right.
So she drove 900 miles from Houston, Texas to good old Orlando, Florida.
Damn, that's NASA-grade diapers? Those look like boxing shorts.
I was about to say, I'm sparring those.
Probably holds all of it in there.
Yeah,
all of it and then some. Jeez.
Yeah, then it floats too.
Oh, dude, just have anti-gravity diarrhea pants.
Yeah, I took a cryogenic shit this morning. That's disgusting.
Dang.
So she drove 900 miles, 1,400 kilometers for those fine feathered friends over on the coasts, from Houston, Texas to Orlando, Florida to confront shipment. Obviously, the person needed to be confronted, not Oliphant, the guy who did all this shit. So he's like, you fucking my man, I'ma beat you up, pepper spray you, and do all that shit. So early police reports stated that she wore maximum absorbency garments during the trip, but she later denied this. Shut up.
That's what my grandma called them. She didn't want to call them diapers. They're maximum absorbency pants.
I got mags on me. Maximum absorbency garments. So she traveled to Orlando International Airport and waited for Shipman's plane to touch down at 1:05. Shipman went to claim her suitcase, but it was delayed. Shipman finally collected her suitcase from the baggage claim at 3:15 and took the shuttle bus to the parking area at 3:28. Shipman said that after arriving, she became aware of someone following her to an airport satellite parking area. When she entered her car, she heard running footsteps and quickly locked the door. Nowak slammed the window and tried to open the car door, asking for a ride, then started crying.
That is hilarious to be in a shitty diaper, being like, open the door, give me a ride.
Open the door, I need a ride, please. You're like, you're the most inviting person that could ask me this. Sure,
I need to change my mag.
Yeah, you gotta have spare mag in there. So Nowak sprayed the pepper spray into the car.
Oh my God.
Yeah, Shipman drove to the parking lot booth where she called the police. Several Orlando Police Department Airport Division officers arrived minutes later. An officer observed Nowak throwing a bag into a trash receptacle at a parking shuttle bus stop. Nowak was subsequently arrested, no shit, at the airport on charges of attempted kidnapping, battery, attempted vehicle burglary with battery, and disruption.
Yep.
Dude, just fucking NASA.
Let me tell you, it's real hard to look pretty in a mugshot. Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
Sweet Jesus.
What was she thinking?
Yeah, this isn't a mugshot. This is a lady after she did 7 minutes and it went.
This is a lady after 900 miles in 3 poop diapers.
Shitty diapers.
And look at the makeup still on.
Yeah, she did try.
I wanted to look good.
What you look good to do a crime? Dang.
So, in a handwritten request for a restraining order against Nowak after her arrest, Shipman referred to Nowak as an acquaintance of her boyfriend, but did not identify Oliphant. She claimed that Nowak had been stalking her for 2 months. Nowak told investigators she was involved in a relationship with Oliphant, which she described as being more than a working relationship, but less than a romantic relationship, which almost means nothing.
Yeah.
That sounds like my parents.
Yeah. Citing evidence of elaborate planning, disguises, and weapons, police recommended she be held without bail. So basically, this becomes a huge fucking story because this is the first ever NASA lady to be arrested ever. Anyone from NASA has never been arrested.
I can't get arrested occasionally? Jesus. Why was everyone so fucking tight ass about it?
But he put it on her in them Quebec mountains.
Yeah. Slipped it on after that 12-mile hike. He said, you look really good in those.
Take off that diaper. Let's see what's going on.
Yeah. He smacked her on the ass. He was like, that all diaper?
Merci.
Is that all diaper back
Put it
there?
on her.
Oh, is that all diaper?
Some of that for me or so is that all
This
diaper?
depends.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, I could get up in those pants, but it depends.
But that's the thing about most of the crimes is just people are coming from different states to do it in Florida.
Because the laws are loose, right? You can get
Laws
away
are
with it.
loose, and it's just no income tax. There's about to be no property tax.
There's dinosaurs. You guys
People
are very
come
loose
down
people,
there and just lose their minds because they're not used to that constant sun.
which I appreciate. We're from I would say the Florida of the West. It's there's Arizona's. There's a lot of
Yeah.
older gentlemen with some money and one button, too many buttons undone with a second wife, and her tits are one size too big, and everyone's hanging out,
Arizona,
golfing.
y'all get it. Y'all getting a lot of transplants out there too. Y'all getting all that like people moving out from different.
Oh,
places.
yeah.
We get people
snowbirds.
realizing California's on fire, and now they're all kind of just they're mobbing over there, being like, "Let's open an artisanal bean coffee shop." You're like, "Please don't."
Also, something that my mom made me painfully aware of when I was there last. Apparently, a lot more Asians. I don't know why.
Your mom said that?
Yeah, she was like, "There's so many fucking Asians."
Are
And
you
I'm
jealous
like,
sometimes that you don't
crazy.
get to? Me and you will never get to just be in a group of white people. You know what I'm saying? Where shit like this just happens.
So
Where they're
many
like,
white people.
No,
"There's a lot of Asians here, Tris."
you guys would be saying the exact same thing. If suddenly there was a massive influx of like Asian culture, you'd be like, "All right, this is different."
Imagine if I said that in Japan. You know how many
Right?
Japanese people?
What the fuck?
It's Arizona.
AZ.
Yeah. No, it was crazy because I didn't believe her, and then I saw like two old Asian ladies walking back from the market, and it was 115 out, and I'm like, they have no idea what's going on here. I'm like, you cannot do that here. You're gonna get fucking skin cancer.
Yeah.
You don't think there's hot places? There's hot places over there. They do chicken just as well as anyone.
That is true.
Those are Koreans, not
Those
all
are
Asian
Koreans.
people.
What?
Koreans make good chicken, not all other Asian people.
Japanese can make good chicken?
They make a good
Chicken
thigh.
katsu's not Japanese?
But Koreans are good known for frying chicken.
Yeah,
That's what
okay.
they're known for. After the war, all the black soldiers taught them how to fry chicken.
What?
That's what that's what in Korea when they went over there, they taught them how to fry chicken.
And then they took that whole we master stuff kind of, Eastern Hemisphere mindset. We're like, we're going to be.
That's like the thing about like Koreans and stuff. Like when I went out there, it's this old Asian man told me, he said during like the war, all the black people were pushed to the front lines. So like when they met all these black people, they started introducing them to their culture, and like black people weren't used to like other women throwing themselves at them because they from like the sticks in the woods and like
Yeah.
whatever. So like my grandfather's friend, his name is Harold Kuntz. I said, what was it like down in the war? He said, boy, when we got off them boats. He said, I never seen a white woman run up on me, boy. I got about 3 of them. So they weren't used to like all this like people being nice to them and stuff.
Oh
like
my
that.
god.
They're probably also not
What-
used to black people either.
Can you imagine how much of a dream that is?
All the
Like
Afro
you're
kids.
like sitting there just literally being, first off, it's not a great time to be African American in the United States. It fucking blows. And then you're like, all right, I'm being sent to the front lines of a war, and you get there and they're like, hey, you're like, okay, sick war.
That's why there's all these mixed babies out there.
Yeah.
It looks like the Beatles just
Naomi
landed.
Osaka's, everything else. All these like they call them war babies out there.
I had one of those. That was my.
That's what they're called.
They did. My I don't know which war he fought in, but my roommate in college who plays for the Bills now, his name's Taylor Rapp, and his dad fought in the war and went out to the Asia somewhere, and then
some big-
met his mom and fucking brought her back. How do you bring them back? Because once you're deployed somewhere, how do you like?
Well, a lot of the military dudes, you see like some really ugly man, then you see some hot Asian woman. Like, he was definitely in the military.
That's exactly what it was. Yeah.
Definitely in the military.
Mom was hot. She's like 50, still put together. You're like, Jesus.
Yeah.
And the dad's, just age is like, no good, spoiled avocado. And you're just like, what is this? Son's.
I feel like the differentiation between the two, because like when you think of like the modern like kind of meme of going into the military, it's like you buy a Hellcat, and then your girlfriend
You buy a Hellcat.
you buy a Hellcat, you do, and your girlfriend for sure cheats on you. You get married way too early, and it all blows up in your face. But back then, it's just like you go to the military, you find a wife, and live a beautiful life.
Yeah, well, it depends. Some of the boys who are like single, and if they get stationed to them other countries, it definitely is a different world out
I
there.
have 2 cousins in right now. Yeah,
They definitely live a life. I remember like some German dude walking up to me like, "Listen, Blake brother, please don't take my girl, please." And I'm like, "Dog, I'm not." He goes, "No, they like Blake Americans, please don't." I said, "Well, give me another drink then if you don't want me to take your girl."
Yeah.
But they would just walk up to us all the time. I remember they didn't want us. They was like, "You had American ID." They wouldn't let us in the club at all because they just know we were just going to tear stuff up and start breaking stuff.
Damn, y'all had frat rules? That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, they just knew that the Americans were wild, partying, fighting all the time.
No Alpha Beta Chi shirts here,
Yeah,
son.
none of that.
They would just never let us in.
So to conclude this, her trial was scheduled for December of 2009, but in November 2009, Nowak entered a guilty plea to felony burglary and misdemeanor battery as part of a plea deal. She was sentenced to a year's probation and the 2 days already served in jail with no additional jail time. In March of 2011, Nowak petitioned to have the court seal her record for her criminal proceedings, citing harm to her family and her livelihood. The motion was granted. But
Nothing happened?
no, she served.
Sealed the record.
Yeah, they sealed the record, and also she got like probation and plus. I mean, like she didn't kill the lady; she pepper sprayed her.
She can still go to space if she wants.
Yeah, she could still go to space. I mean, her head's already out of the fucking cloud.
Paul Schaefer, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, La Bamba, play us out. Yeah,
Already in the cloud.
yeah. So in popular culture, many found Nowak's story fascinating and has been adopted from music, film, and television. Rocket Man, a 2007 episode of Law & Order Criminal Unit, was inspired by the story and featured a love triangle amongst astronauts. A Molly Lewis song, Road Trip, recounts the details of early news reports on Nowak's trip to Houston and Orlando, which is, it's got to be a hysterical song.
Why?
Play it.
I don't know if we can with YouTube.
No, don't do it. Don't
do it. We'll get copyrighted.
Get fined.
You want fucking Molly Lewis up our ass? Are you kidding me?
By the Lewis
I think
estate.
she was the one that wrote the Metal Gear Solid theme songs.
Molly Lewis?
If I'm not mistaken.
What a pull. Holy shit.
I think I remember that name being like for Metal Gear Solid when I used to play the PlayStation.
Let
Are you like
look
are you a big gamer like that?
Yeah, I remember I used to play Metal Gear all the time. Snake Eater, all of them. I think I went to like Metal Gear 5.
Holy shit. You still in today? You still play today?
No, I don't got no time.
No games?
Yeah, nothing. I got a Nintendo 64 at the house, but
Oh, you play like old
only if
old
friends
stuff.
come over, I'll crack it open. I got a Switch too.
Oh, what you be playing on Switch?
Weapon and
Okay.
game.
Okay.
But
I like how it's like, no, I don't game.
the Mario Odyssey. I got the Mario Odyssey, Mario Kart, and I got Street Fighter.
Oh, I bet you.
Did it pop? No, was that her?
Yeah, I didn't want
This-
to. I was
this-
gonna
You
let
should've
you. I was gonna let you go.
I saw it and I was like, was that her from Metal Gear Solid?
There is no direct link from Metal Gear Solid
He's like,
Molly
no,
Lewis
no.
at all.
That was
Molly
not
Lewis. Why
When
did
I
they
looked
say-
up her Wikipedia, it was a bitch with a ukulele. So I don't think it was.
There she goes.
Yeah, there's the uke.
I think she's got a special drop in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ian, how much time are we at? You're at 51. Oh, dude, I'll breeze through this. It's fine.
Wait, can I read y'all a review, a Florida review of a comedy club?
Yeah.
Oh, please do. Which comedy
Yes.
club is this?
I can't tell you. I can't.
Can I hear it off air?
I'll tell you off air. Okay. 1-star review. The comedian we saw were great until the owner punched my sister in the face.
What?
And his assistant manager pushed me to the floor, which instigated a full-out brawl at the bar. To the person who owns this establishment, it took a real man to assault 2 40-year-old disabled women. It takes a real special charm and social responsibility to do that. All we were trying to do was leave because you're poor handling a really minor issue. I mean, how dare anyone laugh at a comedian?
Wait, so in her,
I was there that night.
really?
You were
Is that
there?
not- is that not what happened?
That's what it is.
Wait,
Is it exactly to the T what happened?
Yeah, she might be, but it's like just the thing about these Florida clubs are, dog, people get drunk really, really fast.
Yeah.
So like back in the day, like the clubs were not known for like big comics coming, but after the pandemic, everyone started going. So before the pandemic, it used to be just Royal Rumbles in the club, just literally Royal Rumbles, like two dudes just fighting.
Oh yeah.
And so whoever was
Arizona's
you know
the same way. Yeah.
they're like tossing people out. Someone
Yeah.
does the wrong crowd work and they're just grabbing people and tossing them out.
Yeah, a lot of dudes with staunch opinions.
There's
real staunch.
There's a reason why all at the Stand Up Live in Phoenix, Arizona, all the tables are bolted to the floor.
Yeah, because people start
Someone
throwing
picking up
shit.
and throwing them.
Yeah.
Someone did.
Yeah, those don't start that way. All right, well here, let me get through this and we'll do the Patreon and get out of here. How familiar are you with any of the University of Miami shit? Did you watch the 30 for 30
I
stuff?
watched the U.
Were you was that
That's
your
Michael,
college team?
Michael Irvin and Warren Sapp.
Warren Sapp, well then like later down the
Luke,
line.
the players.
Uncle, okay, so you know a little
Willis
bit.
McGahee. Yeah.
Yeah, they had a line. They
I
had
know Warren Sapp.
Ray Lewis was there at a point.
Brooks.
Yeah, they had Miami for not winning that many national championships has produced. There was a time.
There's a lot of good players that come through there.
There was a time where they were like Alabama. Before Alabama, the U was fucking legit.
Yeah.
But they also were cheating like motherfuckers. And it's
And players.
by the way, everyone was cheating.
From the same state that made Gatorade.
down in
My friend's dad was
Gainesville.
the first Gatorade commercial.
Really?
His name is Law Smith. He's a comic down in Tampa. His daddy played for the Washington Redskins, Washington Commanders, but he was in the first Gatorade commercial played at the University of Florida.
Florida, because that's how it
The white
started.
dude who was number 33, that's his daddy.
Holy shit.
Daniel was a Gatorade Player of the Year.
Tampa Bay legend, yeah.
Yeah, that was well. By the way, that's how I know everyone was cheating. Like I got stuff, there were benefits. I got boys that had shit. I had a guy that played Alabama. Family's broke as shit. He's driving a Camaro. You're like, where's all this? Where's this coming from?
They all live in the Camaro.
yeah,
Ford.
yeah,
Yeah, they liquidated the
boosters.
house, moved into a Camaro. Yeah.
and now it's crazy because there's fucking NIL and dudes are getting paid out the ass. So some former Miami University football players say they were offered cash for making big plays in key games from a fund partially bankrolled by players who had gone to the NFL, which we had that too. So my freshman year, we had 6 guys go to the NFL. 3 got drafted in the first round. They just started paying for the football house, which is like completely illegal. It was like a 7-bedroom fucking frat house. The whole rent had to be like $4,000. It was like, to an NFL player, not that much money, but they started lifting that. They were buying dudes' cars. They were doing other stuff. The reason I transferred from Washington is there was the number 1 player in the country. My same class, he ended up going to Georgia, got beat out of Georgia, and he transferred back. We were like crossed for a little bit, probably like 2-3 months during spring ball. This dude got handed a manila folder with $60,000 in it his first day at Georgia.
Praise God.
From just a guy who walks up and is like, glad to have you here. And
That is crazy.
yeah,
That's great.
Dude,
No taxes on it.
Feeling that money behind the bubble wrap of the inside
bubble
of
wrap.
the bubble wrap of the inside of a
The
folder.
bubble wrap.
bro, getting hit with $60,000 low-key kind of hurts if they do it too hard. That's how much money it is.
Probably.
Oh, my
Get
bad.
you one of these, buddy. Get you that bowl. Get that sugar bowl.
Yeah,
wish
what
I
is
was-
this? 19 newspapers? Oh my God!
60
Yeah.
grand.
I wish Arizona's not quite Texas, California, or Florida for football. We're not get you one of these type pride. We're like a step down, but I've always fantasized.
But if
of
you're
having-
big at ASU, they'll do some stuff for you.
Yeah. You can. I mean, it's close. We're like a B tier, but the big 3, like Florida's where you go for fast guys. You get your linemen from Texas, and then California's where you pull your quarterbacks from.
Yeah,
Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers, Drew Brees. They're all
Californians.
Louisiana.
yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Where all them Paytons came from.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Well, the whole Manning branch is southern as fuck.
They're back in the woods. That's why they never said nothing about Michael Vick getting caught for killing dogs.
Dogs fight. They're like, I got 4 cousins.
They never said nothing.
I got
They
4
just
cousins
really
in dog
Sometimes
fight.
dogs just fight.
Yeah, they're like, if I told you personally how many dogs I killed with shotguns that got to, that's just how it is out there. It's like you guys would have no idea what we're doing.
You nipped at my baby girl.
Yeah,
We're going on a long walk.
but basically there was this dude. His name was Nevin. Jesus Christ, his name was Nevin Shapiro.
Okay.
Much of the 2011 University of
Does it
Miami.
have anything to do with Ben Shapiro?
Wouldn't that be funny? I mean, he's probably Jewish for sure. Which,
Yeah.
if you want to be that guy who's like, they're all tied. They're
I
probably
really enjoy
all-
football.
Yeah, yeah. He was basically like he was a booster. Sometime between 1999 and 2000.
Dang.
Yeah, so they were cheating a lot.
big
You know,
Is it? Wait, please tell me. Please, for the love of God, tell me he's the one in the Abercrombie and Fitch shirt.
yeah, that's
Nevin Shapiro is
that's
the.
Nevin Shapiro. Yeah. He donated.
That guy.
Look at him on the field.
Yeah.
That does not look good.
No.
What is he doing on the field?
Sometime between 1999 and 2003, under cover of a grocery business called Capital Investments, Shapiro operated a $930 million Ponzi scheme, which eventually collapsed in 2009. On April 21st, 2010, Shapiro was charged in New Jersey with
Will Ford.
Right. Oh, look at Vince with dreads. Goddamn. He was sentenced to 20 years in federal prison and ordered to make $82 million in restitution. Jesus Christ.
82 mil.
Yeah, in 2002, Shapiro paid $1.5 million for 30% in the sports management company, which he started like 3 months earlier with one of his constituents, and then they were basically pumping money into the boys. And they had like, the Saints had a bounty scandal. They had a pay to win scandal where it was like a sack is $50, tackle for a loss is this, completions are that, touchdowns are this, and eventually, long story short, there were 12 dudes that ended up getting this. This went to like criminal court because you're not allowed to, or at least at the time, you were not allowed to do this. And there was one guy that got off, definitely because he told on all the other guys. And dudes got suspended for like 5 games. They shut down the entire athletic budget by 25%. Right? You know what I'm saying?
Games.
And it's like you're playing 2 cupcakes to
And you're
start.
in real trouble, mister.
5 games.
Right.
They got in big trouble.
SMU got the
Yeah.
fucking death penalty. And they were like,
Yeah.
yeah, you guys get 5 games.
5 games, rest that knee.
Well, the kids got 5 games, but fucking the guy got, how many years in jail? He got 20 years in fucking federal prison or whatever.
That's why they should have took money from Uncle Luke.
Well, that's what he was. He literally called himself Lil Luke. Or he called himself Cousin Luke. I'm sorry, he called himself Cousin Luke.
Uncle Luke was paying the players at
'cause
Miami.
Do you know Uncle Luke from 2 Live Crew?
No.
Pop that pussy.
Yeah,
Pop
yeah,
that pussy, baby. Pop that.
Yeah, they have like freak buses.
Look at his eyes.
Now?
Yeah.
He's just looking
Wait
at
a minute. It struck me in that moment.
I like how you said anus earlier, and then you're just like, pop that pussy.
That's what my mom told me. She's like, you don't cuss on stage, but you say pussy all the time. I was like, that's not a cuss.
To be fair, you hit us with a hard frick about 35 minutes ago, and now you're just being like, pop that pussy, let it slide in her anus.
Yeah, but long story short, that dude got that guy got thrown out 20 years in federal prison, and then here's a quote that makes me sad. He goes, "Once players turned pro, they turned their backs on me. It made me feel like a used friend," which is like
That's real.
Well, that's correct. You should feel like
That's
that 'cause
how it
that's what
is.
you were.
When you get real money, you're like, hey, get this clown away from me.
Wait a minute.
$50 for a sack.
I've got to
Yeah.
meet guys like that because when we would travel on the plane, it was a chartered, like big, like normal, like United plane, but the boosters would travel like the real boosters, the ones that were donating money, and they would be in the back, and they like took so much. Looking back, it's kind of weird. They took so much pride in being like, "Oh, this guy knows my name." I'm like, you're a multi-fucking millionaire. This guy's like a 19-year-old kid. I could see if like maybe some of the seniors who like, this is going to be a player one day, but like they were like looking to get in with like the freshmen. You're just like, dog, that's...
You got to think you guys were living their lives. A lot of people dream about playing college sports. You guys actually did it. So they were just thinking like, man.
But I saw the build on some of these guys, and it's like, you never should have had that.
It don't even, they
Never
want
shoulda
that
had
moment, man. You ever seen old players at like Vegas? They think
Yeah.
they got it, man.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
You ever seen an old comic after a set? Like, dog, you still 55.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You still 57.
Yeah, it's like, chill, buddy. Goddamn.
And also, I can imagine, like, I would understand. He would obviously be upset and just be like, man, they never liked you to begin with. He definitely seemed like the type who was going to let a soft A slip around, like, a bunch of players, knowing that he's like, yeah, I just gave you $45,000 for a college football game. We're going to be best friends,
Yeah.
right? It's like, no. Yeah, as soon as you get out of the league and start get out of that into the league and start making real money, you're going to be like, yeah, fuck, who is this, Uncle Ruckus, whatever the fuck he decided to name himself?
All the pictures of him were like Shaq. Shaq's not even smiling. He's just sitting there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's just like next to Shaq like it is his best friend.
Yeah.
They're all
Vince
getting
Wilfork.
got, but yeah, that's essentially just the quick synopsis of the U. And they also were like, they were paying the tutors, which is like super commonplace, paying the tutors, paying the teachers, taking tests, online syllabuses were getting leaked, all that good stuff.
I remember we took a class and then they go, Waters, take this class. This is the players class.
We had Rocks for Jocks.
And dog, it was an economics class, and I studied the whole night. And then the dude turned around and goes, "Hey, all the answers B." And the whole test was B. And I was like, "Man, I love these classes, man." I mean, how do I get into these? They told me how to like get in these classes. Like, man, no wonder my GPA went way up. No wonder why they're taking 12 hours.
Yep. That's how it was on the early kind of onsets of online school. Just because like
everybody was cheating.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And like that's what I dropped out and I started doing online school. For football, obviously. And I mean, duh.
Yeah.
Running suicides all day.
Yeah.
Running football suicides. New thing. You guys
starting online quarterback at Fry University?
Yeah.
First team all internet?
Yeah. Came for an hourly wage. I went to high school. Didn't do great. Yeah. I went to Education Connection and
Education Connection.
University of Phoenix had a brick and mortar actually in my city.
You're looking at a man who spent 2 classes at the Stray Mountain Community College, and then I
saw a guy same age as your dad, and you go, "This isn't right."
No, I didn't do the I didn't do the homework and got embarrassed and never went back. I'm a failure at school, but
well, shoot, imagine if you went now, AI could do it for you. You and ChatGPT would have a lot of good grades. They can't trace that.
That's all my brother does.
I did. To be fair, I didn't need ChatGPT when I was doing my online school because, like, the thing is, they hadn't really flushed out everything. It was like Arizona online school. It was like super local, and so for like, I think a glitch happened in like I found out on the second day that for my math class, all the answers were B. Or like C or something like that. And literally for the entire semester, my mom was just being like, "Wow, you're really slacking in everything, but you're fucking excelling in math." And I'm just like, no brainer. I'm like, I would get 7 hours worth of work done in 2 days, in like a second, just hyper clicking C throughout everything.
Dog, I think college is just showing that you're committed because once you start working, they're going to teach you how to do everything.
Yeah.
Train you on the job to do everything unless you're like a doctor or whatever. But there's plenty of doctors in like Florida and Texas that were fake doctors. Do you remember that kid, that little black kid?
Right.
Yes.
Dr. Love?
Yeah.
Florida, right?
Yeah, he was the Florida gynecologist who made a fake and
that
like,
dude
sexually
had
assaulted
clients.
somebody.
He had like recurring clients. He didn't know what he was doing.
Yeah, he took a photo in front of a grease screen with some PNG nurses and then like...
This dude, yeah. He was down in Florida.
Wait, the son for my wife and kids?
Yeah.
That's Junior. What are you talking about? Junior's a doctor now?
That's
he looks
crazy.
like Raven Simone's brother, and That's So Raven.
Yeah. That's Corey Bex?
Are you saying that's Corey in the house?
Corey, yes.
Are you saying Corey's in the house?
That's Corey in the house.
Corey's the attending in the house.
That's where his character is based off of, yeah. But yeah, he was doing it for a while though, right? Maybe like a couple months, and no one really said anything. He was like prescribing medicine, doing everything.
Well, yeah, back then you could just be, if you had a confident Roscoe Dash faux hawk, you could do,
Roscoe Dash.
Yeah.
You could do whatever you wanted.
If you look like Mr. T's nerdy son, you can really set a good fixin'.
What job have you realized where you're like, man, I really need a degree to do this?
I don't know.
None I've been employed at.
I'm in sales. That's just why.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes, I don't know. Maybe finance bros, maybe, but I don't know. The way they party, I don't know, man.
Some allocations of stand-up comedy, I feel like, when I'm like trying to sit down and I'm like, all right, now I'm going to write a script. And then I sit down, I'm like,
Yeah, you could take
you might need
classes
to go
for
to school
that.
for
Like
that.
a screenwriting class.
Cool. Okay, let me stand there.
Yeah, and I'm like, oh my God.
Colleges is just...
I'm like, how did Conan do it? I'm like, oh, he went to Harvard?
Yeah, guy's smart.
Freaking Harvard.
Well, look, that's...
Tyler Perry didn't go to school. He's a billionaire.
Yeah, now
Shout
he
out
has
to
a
TP.
compound in
Come
Atlanta.
on, shout out to TP Unloaded.
Unloaded?
What?
Yeah, Tyler Perry.
Unloaded? What is that?
Unloaded.
Just a gun. Unload the gun.
I thought that was a new series.
Actually, that's R. Kelly's. That's an R. Kelly
I was
album.
going to say, I've never felt...
TP2 Unloaded.
I never
Shout out
felt
to
less
Tyler
black.
Perry. Yeah, we didn't go to school.
Okay. Well, here, we'll get you out of here. We'll read the Patreon names. We'll let you plug whatever you want to plug. As always, if you like what you're watching and you want more, we do bonus Patreons every week where we're doing movie watch-alongs right now. We're doing a fishing vlog that just dropped, and then we do the internal affairs, obviously. We peel back the Patreon. And we encourage you to change your names and stop joining the gosh dang free level. There's nothing on there.
You advertise the free level.
Freaking take that free level off.
Yeah, it's Nathan Lennox, part of the free. We need to come up with a name for the free homies. Nathan Lennox, part of the free homies. Douglas Mills,
Freeloaders.
How you doing? We have Tristan Izakami, who sleeps in socks. Gross.
I do sleep in socks.
What?
Yeah, he sleeps in socks. I don't understand.
It's a sensory thing.
Yeah. We have fat people are immoral and should be exterminated.
Christ.
We got a good Patreon.
Yeah. We have the Modern Apes minority investor. And then also Carl might be disappearing for a week or two, Goldthorpe. I mean, the lupus get you. It's really a will they, won't they situation at this point with the lupus. Carl, we wish you the best. Jared, do you want to plug anything?
I'm going to take a picture of us.
This is the
All
most.
three of us on the screen.
This is the most black uncle shit I've seen. This is.
So proud of you boys.
The only more black uncle if you had Flash on.
Or was a video with Flash on? He's like, something's
You
not
ever seen
right.
somebody in a movie
One
theater?
second.
No, these are my seats right here. 32B. That's mine.
I'll
Yeah.
pay for these.
Wait, hold on. I'm in the wrong section.
Tell that joke again. Do that story
do it.
again.
No,
yeah.
no, one more time.
Go ahead.
One more time.
That boy took his glass off. He knows something
My
now.
friend wasn't listening. One more time. One more time.
Jesus.
Oh, what camera looking at? Yo, everybody out there, Patreon, whoever follows this podcast, check out my special on YouTube on Don't Tell. It's called The South is Actually Progressive. If you're on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, whatever, just type in Jared Waters. If you see a black dude on a horse, that is I. That's me.
Sweet, man. Tell a friend about the cast. We'll see you guys next week. We'll see you on the Patreon. Peace out.
Peace.